huge. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking when they made him, but
to be completely honest with you, most of the characters that get developed in these games, I get confused by the decision making.
This is going to be a good matchup, man. Ness versus Bayonetta. We don't see this too often here in Connecticut.
One of those characters that people, Bayonetta in particular, love to say that they have a hard time with, and I know why. It's because the best way to beat Bayonetta is grabs.
Is a heavy grappler or somebody you can just keep her at the ledge.
Yep, and you have one character who can just delete you off the stage with that back throw. And it forces Bayonettas to actually have to play a little bit slower, but whoever this man is here does not seem to care. It's just going right in.
Looking clean, man. I like his conversion. He's not going to follow up off that. Going to get the frame trap.
And I like the fact that, yet again, I haven't seen either of these players here, and we're already seeing some potential out of Bayonetta.
Ness player looking like, I haven't been able to see his tag, but we will hear in a second.
Yeah, eventually we'll happen to know who's
Soma.
There we go. Okay, so we got Soma versus Cafe.
That's going to be a lot of damage, going up to 50% on that PK Fire grab combo.
Cafe looking pretty solid so far. I'm not going to lie, like this Bayonetta play is pretty good, but he's going to get answered by the Ness, who's starting to finally pick it up a notch here.
Yeah, this is where...
Ooh, that's a bad spot, though. Unfortunately, he hit 2 up tilt, so he couldn't get anything off it.
He's going to fish for those up airs, getting a little bit greedy here. He's got to land before Ness. That is a huge deal. If you're landing above Ness in any situation with Bayonetta, you just have to pray or witch time.
Luckily, he was able to get back down and get the spacing on that back air to steal out that first stock. And now he does have to be careful. Never mind. He's not even going to go for the grab. He's just going to get that up air like you were talking about. Ness is one of those characters, very much like Mario or Luigi or anything of the such.
Anybody with an
don't want them to be above you, below you. I really like this empty tomahawks that he's been going, staying just out of range to not get punished.
His movement is so clean.
This might be a kill. Actually, he was able to get off the top.
Good DI on the side B.
I think we might be seeing a potential.
This is beautiful, man.
Yeah, new killer on the loose here coming in from Cafe. Opting to back off, gets the nair. He caught his jump as well, so he's forced to go into this trajectory and decides to go for up smash instead of down smash, which could give him a second lease on life.
Here we go. He did it! He just did it! Oh my god, dude. Did he actually just pull that off? As soon as he threw him and he shot that PK Thunder, I was like, this is over.
This man! See, this is why this game isn't done until you see the game screen pop up. He had everything going for him, and he opted to go for one up smash. And because he did that, he ended up getting the run back with the PK Thunder too.
All right, that's gonna give me stress acting.
Oh my god. And as we were sitting there giving all these compliments to Cafe, Soma with the mental composure to not let that get to him.
Soma was like, nah, I got the book, man. I got the script.
I've got the code in my hand, and I know how to enter these cheats.
We were like, yeah, he's looking like he has a lot of potential. These combos are amazing. Oh, but he whips the up smash.
And this is going to be a good grab punish here. He's going to get a couple fair trains off of this. Opts to go for all 3. He goes for 4.
Where's the air dodge, man? He could have air dodged out of that, even up B after the second, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't think Cafe's prepared for this turn up that's been happening here, especially after the way that he lost that last match. It is something that could get in your head.
Yeah, he's slowing down.
However, you know what? Hey, he's actually turning back up. Both of these guys really going in. I really like what I'm seeing out of these two players who I've never seen before.
Honestly, me neither. I'm pretty sure they're both Connecticut from what I assume they were. I saw them both earlier playing in Bulls. So.
And that's the great thing that happens with tournaments like this. You get a lot of the new faces to come out and show their stuff.
Yeah, man. Maybe some local people from Mohegan and stuff.
Hey, maybe you're the next big thing. But you know what? Cafe going to keep his composure, gets the nair on the recovery finally. However,
let us not discount Soma's game plan here. Obviously, we saw last game, he killed him at, what, 30?
Something like that. He was, like, I think he was at 50%. But even so, he had such a large deficit, and Cafe kind of got a little bit too antsy, went for the wrong option, and I think Soma's got the mental composure to not really care about this deficit right now.
Yeah, he's got the mental composure, but he's definitely down quite a bit here.
Yeah, this is starting to go hot. This is starting to get a little bit out of hand now. Luckily, didn't get punished by the up air, which might have killed with that position.
I think the best thing I've seen from Cafe so far that really stood out to me was his extensions. Wow!
Is that Tony Pajamas? Trying to go for the edge guard and get reverse back aired?
I don't know, man. This guy's looking pretty fresh, and he does not play Mewtwo.
Oh, my God. This is, you know what? Okay.
He gets his revenge.
All right. He was being aggro a lot on the ledge, right?
Yeah.
Finally recognizing it was Cafe and catching him with the up smash. But My goodness, this set is amazing so far between
This is
these
extremely exciting. I think both players are showing incredible potential. Obviously, it seems like both of them are a little bit uncomfortable in the matchup. You can see, like, what was it? Cafe got hit by 4 forward airs off a Ness down throw at like 0 or 10. I mean, that never works. So.
And he could have possibly reverse edge guarded him if he got in with the witch twist. So
yeah, I think they're both a little bit nervous here, but it seems like they're feeling it out.
I'm very intrigued by the idea, or interested at least, at the fact that Cafe allowed Smashfield to be a counter pick for Ness.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure what's in his head, but it's starting off pretty well.
It might be that matchup unfamiliarity that you were talking about before.
Yeah, some people don't know where to counter pick, especially like we're seeing, not to discount their skill, but at this level, you know, we haven't seen these guys, so we don't know if they know a lot about counter picks with each of these characters at all.
Yeah, but the conversions are clean, and he's going to possibly get the skill off the top again. Doesn't get the up air at the top, though, when he needs it.
No.
I like the fact that he went for the 2 PK Thunders there, recognizing he was going to go for that roll.
Yeah, Soma's coverage so far has been honestly incredible. But Cafe's got to be careful on that platform, and he cannot give him the damage or the throw kill there. He'll die extremely early, even if you're pretty close to the ledge. Oh, do not touch him.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Did he just power shield F smash? He buffered the F smash out of the power shield.
You know, as I'm sitting there saying, don't do it, it's like, my man, don't worry. I got this.
I'm quite honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a Bayonetta player have big testicles like that against Ness in much time. I've never seen that.
Yeah, the titanium pair of steel that he has going on right now.
Titanium nuts, yeah.
All right, gets called out on the jump, which is a very bad situation.
He's taking him out there, but he's not going to get the conversion. Going to use up all his jumps and specials.
Yeah, Soma turning it up a little bit, but he hasn't been able to consistently get the type of kills that Cafe has been throwing out.
You know what it is, though, in this matchup? Ness does kind of have a hard time just grabbing Bayonetta. She has these huge hitboxes that can just push him away and away and away.
Especially with the way that Cafe has been playing. However, this back throw might actually take it. With the size of Smashville, that's going to be the putting them at 1 stock apiece. Down to the last game here. However, he has the ride at the top, but he's able to get out.
Yeah, man, he's got to work on these. His conversions are good, but the kill conversions he does have to work on. We're seeing him getting all the way up to the blast zone, but he's just not killing.
Exactly. One of the things that separates the mids from the greats is being able to consistently get those kills, because you can style on people all you want. It doesn't matter if they don't die.
Especially with Bayonetta, man. Like, people can say she's easy. People can say she's broken. People will say whatever. Oh, man.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He's out of range. I'm actually pretty intrigued at surprised that Soma continuously throws out these back throws like so.
Yeah, I think
he's scaling it out.
He is, but at the same time, he has the rage, so maybe he knows better. Maybe that's what he's thinking is, I have this extra rage. I don't need to worry about it.
Doesn't matter anymore, though, because he's going to get the up air, and he's going to pop off. Actually, running that back 2 times.
That comeback was incredible, man. I was about to say that. I mean, if you can't kill Ness early enough, he can make a huge comeback. He doesn't have the best conversions in the game, but he has extremely early kill options.
Yeah, it was funny because as we were talking about the fact that he wasn't able to really get the full conversions and get the things that he needed, literally as we said that, he went from like 40% to 95 in a span of like 4 hits.
Man, that was Smash 4 in a nutshell right there.
Yes.
Like, play the neutral, punish, punish, and then you make one mistake, man, and you're going to be taken for a ride. You got to be really careful, especially against Ness's Bayonetta.
Exactly. Unlike in 2D fighters where you have that health bar, where you're down to that one little tick of life left and you have to play perfect. In this game, that doesn't matter. Until it actually says game, you're not out of it.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about the damage. It's about the positioning. It's about your punish game, your spacing, which also applies to positioning,
and the consistency of making sure that you close out those kills, like we said before. You can't be overzealous in this game. Being overzealous is a recipe for disaster. That's why players such as the Buzz are so strong, because the defensive play style is.
Yeah, that's Mike, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, this Mike keeps flipping on me.
Yeah, it's got a mind of its own, but wants to play the game as well. But speaking of playing the game, up next we have another CT Classic in itself.
Wow, this is going to be
Zion
interesting.
versus Nelvin.
Wow, this is actually something I would love to see. You don't see these guys play all too often, man. It's been a very long time since I've seen them play.
Hey, with Zion having more college and school, had to come back a little bit on the amount of times he attended, as well as Nelvin, everybody's got their work, everybody's got their life. We've all grown together in this, but we all came out today. We get to see a run back.
Yeah,
I know historically Nelvin has the wins.
Yes.
But towards the tail end, Zion pulled off quite a few, so it was a little bit more even.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup, people will say at most levels it's either even maybe Diddy Kong does a little bit better. I have heard that. But from seeing these guys play, it looks like a dead even game most of the time.
Yeah. Also, the way that Nelvin handles Cloud, his playstyle approach to this matchup is very strong. He plays just passive enough, but the moment he sees that you don't have limit for possible recovery, he will smother you.
Yeah, he knows, man. Like, even there, starting off the match, forward throw to forward air, he knows Zion was not ready for that.
Yeah, opted not even to throw out banana, just repeatedly going in while he can, while no limit exists.
What is happening?
Forcing him to up early, that was smart on Zion, because he possibly would have been carried all the way off stage if he kept that going.
This man looks like Mario for a second.
All right, now limit finally coming in. Now we're going to see probably a little bit more passive play from Nelvin, trying to be a little bit safer. However, opting just to continuously go in.
I love what we're seeing from Zion here. Trapping with those up airs, waiting for the air dodge. But Nelvin's almost going to die with the 4DI.
Yeah, Zion trying to get the edge guard, but unfortunately couldn't follow the trajectory that Nelvin decided to take. And still able to hold on to his limit through all of this. See, that's...
Wow, great weight!
That's the one option that I see Zion throw a lot that I just wish he wouldn't. Like, neutral B...
Oh, the blade beam.
And it could clank with the banana. You don't want that. You don't want to lose that free thing to the banana there. Luckily, he wasn't. It was only on shield, but he could have lost the stock for that.
I think Zion, as a Cloud player, is definitely innovative, but to his own detriment sometimes, like you were saying. The blade beam usage can definitely kill him a lot of the time. And
simplicity can be key in this game. Kind of like that simple conversion from down tilt into up smash. You have the kill confirms, go for him.
Yeah, low commitment, high reward.
Yeah, exactly. And especially when you have a character such as Cloud who gets so much off of pretty much low commitment. One hit can land you so much. But I get trying to be innovative. However, doing something as simple as that, getting that read and getting that up air is going to take out that socket.
Yeah, the up air from the ledge, usually a pretty typical Cloud option, especially during kill percents.
All right, actually,
the forward air. Oh, my God.
I like his aggressive defense. He's throwing out hitboxes on the run, but gets caught
on the
roll with the up B.
That was beautiful. Nelvin's amazing as a barrel technician, honestly. I'm going to call him that because he always knows how to innovate with it. Oh, that cancel, though. I've never seen that.
You know what's funny? Actually, it would have kept him safe if he clipped him with the hit. And because it just ended it out, I think Zion actually knew that was going to happen. Maybe he was trying to force him to roll in so he could get a punish.
Yeah, I think he's pretty conditioned at this point with this matchup to know.
Oh, he knew it. He knew that side B was coming, and he kind of baited it too because he jumped at him, made him look like he
for a bit.
Yeah, he looked like he had no ability to jump back at him to finish. So Nelvin opted to pull the trigger on the side B and baited it properly. That's something you see usually out of consistency with two people playing.
Yeah, like especially with this matchup, I'm sure they're both very seasoned in this. They, like you said, they go back and forth. They obviously, Nelvin used to have the edge. Zion recently does. And like we saw, calling each other out on their timings and recovery multiple times, the combos, the conversions of frame traps, they all know. Well, they know pretty much all of what they're going to use.
Yeah, and now we're seeing the difference in Nelvin. As he's already pulled about 3 bananas to start this off. He's going to opt to go for a little bit more passive banana play now to mess up the aggro that he had on Zion before.
Yeah, I honestly think that's a great strat as a Diddy player, considering his defense and offense are both incredibly strong. Against Cloud, obviously, you can't be pulling banana too close, so I want to see Zion just kind of run at him when he sees the banana coming out, just to that was funny. Just to limit the stage control by Nelvin. Like, as soon as he pulls a banana, if he's anywhere near him at all, especially with the limit speed buff, he should not be pulling them consistently.
Yeah, as we're seeing, Zion's starting to adapt a little bit to these to the bananas right on cue, as you said, with the limit speed buff. The banana's going to stop him again, though, with the blade beam. Like, it's
2 more hits and he could have had him at cross slash %. There was no reason for that.
Or continue to have that speed available to you with that limit. So unfortunately, he's going to lose it early, and hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him.
Yeah, hopefully.
Banana, the balloon coming through, letting him pass him. Oh, that's opting to throw out a back air and get a free fall because he fast fell instead.
Yeah,
and,
that was an awkward situation.
Yeah, giving Nelvin the homie stock, just like, oh, oops, my fault.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, he's just going to take a stock, preemptively going to SD. Nelvin will take advantage of that. Like, we've seen him do that so many times here in Connecticut, at the weeklies, at the monthlies, whatever else. He's just so consistent at getting in your head, especially with defensive options. We see him calling out rolls. We see him calling out spot dodges. The last 2 times he's played on stream, I mean, he's caught monkey flip or he's like caught people with monkey flip in their defensive options almost every time.
Yeah, well, one of the best strengths that Nelvin has usually is when he's playing on the run with the lead. Because that, like we said before, the best thing that Diddy Kong has going for him is when people try to be too aggro. So now you're forced to come in. Luckily, though, he made the wrong call on the attempt while he was above him, and Zion's going to get that up air. Taking 67%, but with Cloud, that's nothing that can't be regained with one hit.
Nah, he honestly could end this with essentially anything off of an up air into finishing touch past like 20.
Yeah, but Nelvin not caring about that, forcing the to have to blow the limit as he sniped out his jump. And now Nelvin putting Zion at kill percent and possibly going to take this game too here. Nice B reverse cancel, but he is going to get clipped by the falling up air.
I would like to see Zion do the conversion that you see from some Clouds, but not too many of them. They do up air and a cross slash because they know that the nair and or maybe not an up air won't really get them too much at that percent.
Yeah, you may not have like the best advantage position when it comes to it, but at such low percent, the up air doesn't really put him high enough for you to continue to juggle.
Yeah, you kind of have to land and reset. Nelvin with quite a significant lead here, up pretty much 100%, exactly 100%.
Yep, we have basic math. That's a public school system for you. Oh, almost gets the roll read to get the forward smash. Wouldn't have killed, but it would put a decent amount of damage.
Let's get that common core combo.
Where everything is just a hypothetical. There is no real answer to anything.
Yeah, that's neutral in this game.
Yes. All right, Nelvin properly respecting Zion even with this large lead, because as you see, he's playing on the run just to make sure he doesn't get overcommittal, because he's within up air drag range now.
Yeah, he knows. If Nelvin takes maybe 1 or 2 more hits, this game could be over for him.
Gonna throw him off stage. Opt to go for the edge guard. Goes for the Z drop on the banana. And he almost got him.
Oh, that worked out in his favor.
I think he was trying to catch a spot dodge to get him with that finishing touch.
Yeah, he was, but at the same time, the mistake of missing it helped him so much more than it should have.
You see Nelvin turning it up a notch now, though. Now that limit is out of the way. However, it's starting to work for Zion. He actually catches the side B, but he still had his jump.
Oh, my God, dude, this is where it starts. This is what happened last time.
Yeah, exactly. This is a bad spot. He's forced off stage again. He gets his limit with just enough time.
Oh, my God.
He the trigger a little bit too early, though.
He knew, but he threw it. He threw it way too preemptively.
All right, Nelvin trying to get in, almost catching him on the up air for the roll, which...
Oh, my God, almost sending him back off stage. Oh, where's the up smash?
The OG Brett Favre is going to take it in the fourth row. Is going to come through, put Nelvin on the board to keep himself alive.
Man, we're talking about Brett Favre out here. He might be retiring soon.
Oh, man, I like to occasionally dig deep into the old Smash 4 the Smash 4 terms pool. Shout out to TK Preezy with the Brett Favre reference. I mean, we've already mentioned hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha. All right, so the hoo-ha, the banana slammer, that's a good one.
That was a thing?
Yeah.
Did you just make that up just now?
No.
No?
No, it's from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon.
Oh. Oh, with the extra OG knowledge. Okay.
I've heard people call his banana F smash the banana slammer, so don't quote me on that.
I don't know. I call that the mollywop. Like
the mollywop, yeah.
When you watch Diddy Kong throw out his hands, he has no coordination to him. He's just literally spinning and throwing
his damn wrist.
It's like a drunken person at a bar who doesn't know how to fight, so they're just swinging everywhere.
Yeah. My God, Nelvin throwing a 52% lead on the board here, 61 on Zion.
Yeah, we may be at the casino, but Nelvin is definitely sobered up right now, getting all of these hits. However, going to get hit a few times off of that up tilt, and still currently getting juggled.
Yeah, this trap by Zion. Oh, my God, the pivot grab. That was disgusting. He knows exactly where he's moving, man.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of turn-up options for defense coming out from both of them. More hard reads that are working out for him because the conditioning still starting to come in.
I think on Zion's end, in terms of adjustments he needs to make this game, it's usually just the limit usage. He's been playing neutral really well. He's been getting off the ledge actually pretty cleanly. Like we haven't really seen him take too much off the ledge or die. But on Nelvin's end, for example, we haven't really seen him convert all too much on Cloud, or he'll overextend and die for it.
Yeah, one of the things that has been happening consistently is that Nelvin's putting on all this damage, and then Zion slowly racks it back up. He hasn't consistently been able to kill him without taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, like we were mentioning previously in the Ness-Bayo matchup, if you can't take that stock early enough, that comeback is going to be inevitable.
Exactly, especially when you have the Cloud factor of limit available. Doesn't get the conversion from the down tilt into up smash.
He should have just did the banana up smash. I think that would have taken it, but can't take it back now.
As we're seeing right here, as we talked about before, Zion has been sitting around this 100 range for a while, and Nelvin is all of a sudden at 90%.
Yep.
And on Town and City, this is still very much easily killable without having...
That's it.
That side B's not going to take it.
I think the limit actually might have saved him there.
Possibly, but the fair call out is going to take it.
Cut off his limit and his jump.
All right, now this has been the consistent thing. Nelvin ends up with the lead. Zion brings it back, and we end up in a last hit situation. Are we going to actually see Nelvin run away with it this time, or is Zion going to bring it back?
Yeah, I agree. I think he needs to kind of just run away with this. I mean, he doesn't have to approach, man. That is something people need to realize. You have a big enough lead, and honestly, myself too. I mean, it happens to everybody. You don't realize that with the lead, you can kind of just wait. You don't have to go to them.
Exactly. Like, look, it may not be the most liked thing, but you have 6 minutes on the clock. You have time to slowly mentally drain your opponent when you have the lead. And especially with the toolkit like Diddy Kong's, but you're seeing he's just continuously going in with these side Bs. He's going to put himself in a situation to lose that stock before Zion takes a lot of damage.
We saw that multiple times, by the way. We saw Nelvin double jump from the ledge and do the monkey flip. I think if Zion starts catching that with limit moves and or nairs and up airs, it catches a jump from the ledge.
Yep.
I think if he starts catching that and killing him off of it, that'll make such a huge difference.
Exactly. As you talked about that, right on cue, Nelvin couldn't get the kill, and now he's finally going in now that he doesn't have the life. But it's still not that big a deal because Zion has this limit. He's been doing a good job of consistently getting all of the damage racked up from the up air strings, and after he's been in a deficit, Nelvin can't close it out. If Nelvin has to, I think Nelvin just has to play not Nelvin-like and just maul.
Not fish for monkey flips, you mean?
Yes. Yeah, the monkey flips is going to be end of a watch.
I love that option there. Going for the back throw, knowing that it does a lot more damage than his other throws, and the combos usually aren't true off up throw there.
Exactly. Gives him gave him a stage advantage as well. Allowed him to set up in center stage with the banana so you can recognize what he might go for next while Zion was coming back in. But that's going to be it. The banana chip into the forward smash is going to take it, keeping himself consistent. Both of them with a lot of respect towards each other with a good fist bump at the end. And you know, it could have gone either player's way.
Yeah,
Every single match was down to the wire.
It was looking completely even for the whole set.
Yeah, neither player had anything super dominant throughout the whole match.
They weren't making many mistakes either. I think it was mostly just toward the ledge game. And, well, we saw Nelvin's punish game improve toward the end, but we saw Zion, multiple games he could have won off of multiple stocks he could have taken off of the limit usage. He just wasted it.
Yeah, those neutral Bs are super questionable. He was giving himself up situations where he had advantage and allowed Nelvin to go in. Last thing you want is that anybody to feel comfortable fighting you while you're playing Cloud. You want them to be scared 99% of the time.
Yeah, and we know Zion has that potential to do that. We know Zion has the pressure that he applies to many players in Connecticut and in New England. I mean, he's usually right on point. He's always in their face when he has to be, when he's got that lead. And he's in their zone.
Consistent, recently top 5 CT type player.
Absolutely.
You know, so but
both
Nelvin as well, another consistent top 5 player in CT.
Yeah, I'd say as of now, I think
more like bottom 10-ish, just because you got Light, yourself, your brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty stacked right now. I think the top ones in the state are probably obviously us 4, and then those two are probably tied in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, with the recent attendance drops from a lot of the events.
Well, yeah,
this season's going to be more about who showed up, but in terms of actual raw skill, you guys are definitely up there. And of course, like we said, Zion and Nelvin.
Yeah, this has been a really interesting season. I myself have been experimenting with different characters and whatever else at weeklies. Like I've been playing Bayonetta, I've been screwing around with Diddy Kong, whatever else, just to try to have more fun with the game recently.
Yeah.
And you got to do that to get the drive back sometimes. You know, you may take some L's, and it may show up like, oh yeah, like what happened to this guy? You know, like he's not as high as he was in the PR, but it's you know, you always have that chance to come back. Like we saw that happen to so many players in Connecticut. Like for example, Nelvin. For a long time, he took such a big hiatus, and now he's back. He's doing really well. Yeah,
Nelvin's actually come back stronger with his recent break that he had. And one of the people who has also been super consistent throughout his whole career is that man up there, D, sitting next to Lord Xavier. Always, I refer to him as the gatekeeper of CT.
Quite honestly, man, he is the definitive gatekeeper of CT. He won't attend enough to get ranked a lot of the time, but he always is able to take those W's when he has to. And, you know, sure, he may be on the brink, but he has incredible potential, man.
He was a previous top 10 player in the area, and, you know, his trademark patient play style between the Samus and the Marth is
yeah,
so...
two incredibly interesting characters in terms of play style, the way he plays with them.
Yeah, he plays a little more aggro with a Samus than he does with the Marth, which is hilarious because you would expect him to zone. But it's so good because it mentally messes with people's heads.
It's a totally different game plan. Like the Mario player we saw earlier. I think it was Just a Zero.
Just a Zero,
yeah. Oh, here we go. Marth versus Lucina, man. I don't think either of them meant for this to happen, to be honest.
You know what? It's Lord Link, so I'm thinking... I'm thinking maybe so. Okay, so we're doing a button check. And I had to give a little bit of an eye wink to D. But Lord Xavier, as I was saying in the clipboards before, one of those players who, no matter what, whether he wins or loses, will switch his character. And
I think he just gets bored, man. I think he actually just gets tired of playing the same character.
I think that's part of it, as well as I think he wants people to truly understand that he's a co-main. And he wants to mess with people so they can't get comfortable with his character.
Yes, I think that's actually kind of a smart idea to an extent, but obviously it does hurt him here and there. Like having the confidence in your main character, like personally, that's happened with me a lot recently. Experiment.
Even on a button check.
That was ridiculous.
He swapped. It's so important to him that even on the button check, he swapped to Link.
Man, he was probably contemplating that whole time too. But like I was saying before, you gotta have that confidence in your main. The character you put in a lot of work with, man. Doesn't matter if it's like a low tier, mid tier. You know, they can get you somewhere in this game. It doesn't matter.
I mean, as we saw from T at Civil War.
Yeah, that character was considered like low tier, and now he's considered high tier.
Yeah, people think of him as the top 15 character now.
Yeah,
like
he's good. He is a good character.
Yeah, it just depends on if you're willing to develop the meta. Now, this is going to be huge because we're going to have two players who have pretty trademark placement play styles going up against each other. With Lord X, he has the benefit of playing against Pug West a lot. So he's used to trademark playstyle of being patient with Marth. Yeah,
that's going to be a huge factor here. I do think once you get used to Marth, he's one of those characters that becomes pretty obvious to play against.
Yeah, he's one of those, like, you have to out-lame the lameness of Marth. It sounds so cliche, but it's the best way to approach it.
Yeah, he's one of those characters that has a lot of good options, but probably a handful of great frequent options.
Yeah, one of the few people who does so well at aggro Marth is MKLeo because he's so good at reading options.
And his movement.
His neutral game and his movement are ridiculous. That's why he's so good at it.
The movement means a lot with a character like Marth, especially if you're just really trying to poke at them and get your kill specifically off of the tipper.
Well,
a down tilt was actually really sexy. Not gonna
lie.
that
was actually a good amount of damage too. Reading the roll option there, trying to go forward there, but not going to get it. As we were talking about the amount of damage he's been racking up, he actually slowly brought Lord X back into this. However, that first hit of fair is super strong, but it's not going to get that kill.
Yeah, D knows. We can't see shades of him knowing the matchup here. That was really close. That
F tilt was just literally on the edge of his nose. Like, yo, I see you got a little bit of nose here, but the single hit of fair this time is going to force the air dodge off of that bomb. I think that D was scared of getting converted on it, but Lord X was waiting for it.
Yeah, I do know Marth isn't exactly the best against zoner characters. I mean, he doesn't do bad. He just, you know, you got to think a little bit harder than a lot of other top tiers.
Yeah, for the most part, usually you're the one outspacing everybody else.
Yes.
And unfortunately for D, he put himself in a situation that put him back in disadvantage. Sometimes the idea of going off stage seems like a great idea until you realize that they read it the whole way, and now you're the one who's being edged.
Now you're dying a zero.
My God, Link just hits like a freight train. Lord X running away with this lead right here.
He's putting up a clinic right now. Oh my God, that was disgusting.
Jab into up B.
I think he caught the jump.
And he did catch the jump.
Yeah.
He went. Oh hey.
It's me.
It's a me. There we go. So one of the things that he was doing so well is that, especially once he got the lead with that stock, he kept forcing him to have to go. This is exactly what I saw coming. He looked over at him.
Started with this, quite honestly.
Well, I think he was more afraid of the Lucina, and I wonder if Lord X purposely at the button check was trying to figure out what he would play.
That's something.
I mean, I don't want to think that that's what it was.
No, that's what it was.
But
I'm not saying X cheesed him, but that's definitely what it was, man. You see that happen with a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's not like D couldn't have said anything. Like, it's not like D wasn't allowed to do anything about it. He could have swapped.
Yeah, as well as sometimes you don't know if people are actually going to do that. So, however, D does have the ability to go into the Samus here, and he can now go into the zoning war with Lord Xavier. However, Lord Xavier is still doing a great job of zoning him out and keeping this pressure on, slowly racking up this damage. But the dash attack interferes get even to back up.
I think it might actually be quite a big deal with Samus having the slightly better conversions in this matchup and Link being such an easily comparable character. Samus is going to take him for a big-ass ride, man. He's going to be going high.
All right, puts himself in a bad spot, going to eat a raw punish. And as they're trying to go for the air dodge, we pulled the trigger a little bit early.
That was a lot early.
Yeah. It's like when you have overcommitted 100%, it's like, no, this is going to work.
Yeah, he read ahead like 20 pages and he just didn't think there was anything there. There was no words in that page.
That moment where you look at your friends, right? Your friend's about to do something really dumb. And they look at you like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not a good idea. It's like, no, trust me. Trust me. And then you get hit by that car you thought you could dodge.
Yeah, it's actually a really bad idea, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of bad ideas, that up B is going to get punished by the worst roll in the game.
Oh, yeah, man. Samus's roll is completely abysmal. You'd think with them fixing so many of the rolls in this game, they would have touched that thing up, but apparently not.
Nah, Sakurai couldn't allow people to believe that he made a mistake because at the very you remember that first tournament.
Oh, he said Samus was broken or whatever?
Yeah,
I was about to bring
and then
that up.
Samus was cheeks. And
Yeah,
like, all right.
My theory is they nerfed Samus to hell. They nerfed her roll. They took away her down throw forward air kill confirm, man. They nerfed her. We just didn't see it.
Exactly. Either that or he was talking about Zero Suit the whole time.
Yeah, bad translation. Yeah.
This is looking very similar to the first game. Oh, okay. See, that time he was waiting for the air dodge to go for it. But it looks like D's starting to get a little bit of a download on the way he's been going. That is a hard punish.
That could have been an F smash, down smash, whatever. Well, Samus has just arrived.
Yep, Samus has been turning it up and just barely missing that F smash, unfortunately, because of the stupidity of the range.
Poor game design.
Yes. Now, Lord X, unlike D in the first game, was able to take out a stock. Now, if Lord X can slowly rack up this damage, this can be brought back.
That was a hell of a lot of damage from that one hit of the forward air.
Yes.
Ah, there we go.
I like it. Going with he was actually going to keep himself safe, too, with the distance he had on that nair.
Oh, man, he's a sitting duck right now. Any sort of panic option by Lord X could... Yep, this could be it here. The charge shot, the bomb setups, something's got to break.
Opts to jump on, and D can't catch him with the back air. Lord X repeatedly deciding to run away.
Oh, he put him into the tumble state. He could have charge shot it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he actually opted not to go for it. I don't think he was prepared.
That was wild, dude. I've never seen that before, where you tumble people with the Zair. That was actually kind of cool.
All right, speaking of the Zair, he's just continuing to outspace him here, forcing him to go low.
Yeah, he knows Link can't reach from that far, so... Wow, just perfectly hits him underneath that forward air, man.
That was fantastic. He out-patient his patient playstyle. He was completely flipped from that game one, where Lord X had every time D tried to approach with the Marth, D switched to the proper character to do it. Now we're probably going to see that swap to Lucina.
Excuse me. I don't know. I think we probably will, but I don't think it's too much of a rarity for him to stay in this. I think he wants to hold the confidence he had going from that Marth game. Yeah.
He's actually, okay, he's opting to actually stay as the Link.
He might feel cornered in this situation. Like, he might actually feel like he can't do too much. Hopefully,
you know what, to be fair as well, a good Samus does really well against
Lucina
Martha. Yeah, especially with Lucina, because you get that much less range, and you have to approach it.
Really well, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And especially on the stage we happen to be on Tana City.
Yeah, unfortunately, he brought D here.
Yeah, this was not your counter pick.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I agree.
You gave this to D.
Yeah, this is like D's counter pick with X's choice.
Yep. It's like, you know what?
That was interesting.
Looked like D was actually ready to punish the roll there, but it happened so fast that he was like, oh, whoa, wow. Yeah, actually did it.
The spacing's impeccable right now.
Yes.
Follow that man. Oh, he knows. Yeah, he can't kill him off the top here, most likely.
Yeah, Lord X seems like he's getting a little flustered because what was working before, he's just out of range every single time to get these hits, and D is punishing accordingly.
I'm kind of shocked when D launched him there. I think it was the dash attack. He didn't convert anything. Samus could go pretty far with their conversions. Maybe not kill at that percent.
I think what he was aiming for, because of D's optimal playstyle, he might have been waiting to see what defensive reaction he throws out for future reference. Yeah.
That's actually smart, yeah. That might be a good plan here.
Especially with the fact that Lord X is starting to play a little different. Almost catches him with the neutral B there.
That looked like it was almost frame perfect.
Yeah, the end of that air dodge was like the last frame he had to stay alive.
Man, that was... Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure that was the last frame.
All right,
he was twisting as the charge shot went by, so...
Lord X slowly starting to rack up the damage here, trying to get himself back into this battle of the low tiers. This hard punish, though. Oh,
again,
never mind.
Man.
That up smash pushed him just far enough. on shield to keep him safe.
And the worst part is that it looked like it hit the body of Link, but the game just apparently
the animation was there. The game wants him to die, but Sakurai says no.
Nope. Can we hope that Samus's hitboxes get fixed in the next game?
Sam, you know what?
Well, besides that one.
Besides that one, that hitbox was good. He was able to get the hit on the... All right, going for the down throw. Opting to go for air dodge read instead and going to eat 23% for his troubles.
Man, he's got to be really careful on this. He's taking way too many projectiles here.
And now D actually turning it up a notch, opting to go aggro.
Yeah, he's pushing advantage pretty hard right now. Going to slow down, but it's still kind of in his favor here.
Just opting to go for it. Once again, yet another punish coming in here.
Off that F smash. That movement was clean!
What a great coverage on that Zair. Now he's forced to have to recover, but he was a little bit too out of range. I expected it there. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was going to be the end of Lord X's career. D said, no, I got you, homie. I'm going to let you go a little bit longer. I got to put on the show for all these con-goers.
Sexy back air, man.
Yep, that back air was fantastic. You know what? Even in that first L, you see a lot of people get very stressed out after losing a game one the way that D did, right?
Yes.
But instead, he took that knowledge from that game one and converted it into his proper counter pick.
He conditioned Lord X to play very nervous.
Yes.
It was actually extremely obvious. I mean, X doesn't typically get too nervous, but we were seeing heavy shades of that in his gameplay. Like, he was not reaching for D when he was in the sky. He could have up aired it multiple times. Many missed opportunities.
Since we happen to be in a casino, it's a real gamble to force a player to get false confidence, in game one, right? Let them believe that they had such a great game on you. And then you have all the notes. You know exactly what you're going to
lay out that sexy-ass Samus, bro.
Yes.
You lay out that Samus, she's just like, let me do the work for you.
He put all his money on red in that Samus suit, and he's going to end up walking away. Not with the money, but still another shot in winner's side.
Uh-oh.
You know what? Yep. The headset is not even...
This headset doesn't mind of its own. This thing hates me.
It's trying to strip and everything. Look at the casino. Hey. We're esports, I'm sorry.
I am not Bayonetta, and this mic is not, what is it, Jean?
Jean?
Jean.
Jean. But you know what we do have? We have a brand new venue coming up with Game Underground. Over at Waltham, Massachusetts, we have, it's going to be over on Moody Street. There we go, right there.
Yes.
It's going to be some late hours finally because everybody was, being at the mall, you had to close a little bit earlier, so that was a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I know that was a problem. Like, internally with the mall staff, I know they wanted GU move because they had a bigger company moving into their old spot. And unfortunately, GU, they couldn't do too much at the time, but they have a new location.
Yeah, and according to Hazmat, this is a great spot. I mean, I'm already happy, as I was talking to AG about earlier. 20-plus restaurants in the area. You want to get me anywhere, dude. Tell me food's involved.
Yo, we're going to be carpooling the food places.
Oh, yeah, easily. We'll definitely see CT showing up in full force out there, as they do to reciprocate for us down here. And for all those who don't have a car, you do have 2 blocks only away from the train. And as I love to say to all the Smash community players, we could all use a good walk. Some of y'all a little bit more than others, but it's okay.
Yo, that's a good shout out. You know what? That reminds me, I got to get back to the gym. I've been lazy.
I have not. I've been living there like 5 days a week. Also, another great thing at the gym is good hygiene. Make sure you put on deodorant.
Yeah,
that should smell nice. Should smell nice. All these pretty women that you see in this building, they love people who smell good.
Yeah, you know what, man? I think controller skins are a little bit less important than Old Spice. All right.
Absolutely. So we're going to be
all memes aside, though, I mean, we're going to get into Pelka versus Don, the Mario Diddy matchup, a super iconic in Smash 4.
Absolutely. Trademarked by the colors that are currently being played as well. One of them. Zero versus Ally. One of the first people to really get to Zero was Ally, showing that it's not impossible. But Don, I don't believe he's ever beaten Pelka. But Don,
I can see that. Pelka is actually, I'd say, probably the best Diddy in New England at the Mario matchup that I've seen.
When I mention gatekeepers as well with D, Pelka's like the gatekeeper of NE Smash 4.
But he's not even, though. It's
but like he's higher than that, but he doesn't show up to enough.
He is one season, and then he's PR'd the next season. So it's like he's not a gatekeeper. He just is a gatekeeper for 3 months.
Yeah, it's like, did he feel like getting out of bed this month?
Like, come on. Like, we know he's good. We know he's been nasty in Brawl and Smash 4. It's no secret.
Absolutely.
Like, it's just when he feels like he wants that,
And so far showing that he has the stuff here. I believe this is one of the upper ends of Pool B3 here.
Should be, yes.
And Don currently taking a lot of damage, being a little bit aggressive, but opting to go for the flood to force disadvantage. Over to up tilt's not going to kill just yet. A little bit too out of range.
That looked like it was going to for a second, and then I was like, oh, wait, let's up tilt. No rage, so.
Both players opting to give each other a little bit of respect. I like the fact that Pelka, even though he had the advantage, recognized that Don could throw out a hitbox and opting to shield punish him on the ground instead. Didn't get the punish, but playing a little bit more reserved.
Yeah, we saw when Don down threw him. Oh, good conversion there. Just going to get the raw up air to back airs. Excuse me. But when Don went for the down throw conversion on Pelka, almost killing with the rage.
Yeah, if he went for the reverse up B there, possibly could have killed.
Absolutely. But you have to be wary in this matchup. Diddy Kong has a weird property along with like Ness and Lucas, a couple of characters against Mario, where when you down throw around 20 to 40%, sometimes you can't convert unless it's to like a nair or a reverse back air.
And Pelka to get that just raw conversion off the back air from before and opting to show off his stuff with his movement options. Just because you got a Wiimote control doesn't mean you can't pull off some fun options.
Oh, man. And actually, the Wiimote gives you a slight benefit in terms of button mashing because of those extra inputs, too.
Yeah, he uses the D-pad in part of his button controls as well.
Yeah, you roll across the D-pad, apparently. That gives you more inputs when you roll across the D-pad.
All right, so we're seeing Pelka starting to play a little bit more defensive once again, throwing out a bunch of short hop air dodges here. I think he's trying to catch Pelka, Don on an aggressive approach, but he's going to approach himself, eat the up smash.
A sliver away from death.
Yeah, another one of those domes to the face. Oh, man. he had the right idea, just missed the spacing.
Yeah, he had a lot of time on that. Don just has to play confident. When he's playing confident, he's a monster.
Yes.
A total monster. This man has some serious potential.
Yeah, definitely one of the stronger people in the area in terms of mid-level players. Just barely misses out. Unfortunately, the fireball is actually going to come in and ruin it for him.
That was literally hot.
Yes. Going to get the call out, though, on the side B with the up air, and he's going to finally take a stock off.
Common save option for Mario is at a higher percent. Usually just look for that up air through the jumps. You think it would be stale from hitting it so many times, but apparently not.
No. Yeah, Mario's one of those characters, like, you wonder when things will stop working out of staling. He's like, nah.
Nah, they're always stale.
nah, I am Nintendo's favorite child, and I will constantly get all the nice things.
That's right. He's actually just Sakurai's nephew.
I can see it.
Yeah, he's kind of old now. You know, like Sakurai is what, in his 50s, so Mario's got to be like in his 20s.
Mario's an ageless wonder. He's one of those people, much like Bart Simpson and Stewie, who just never age.
Yeah, Stewie looks like a 40-year-old man in a baby's body with Arnold's football head.
All right, Don actually turning up a notch. Oh, that's unfortunate. He could have possibly caught them off the top, but he gets in again.
That was ridiculous. That was really good. My God, he's taking a lot of damage on this landing. Typical of what we see in this matchup, though. Mario can completely destroy Diddy in that situation. Yeah,
Don actually had like all the reads 4 moves ahead. Like he set up for that up smash.
Oh my God!
Between all the situations, he actually even
where's the
sit back up.
Gonna get the nair, send him off stage. Oh man, this might be it. Looking for a back air. Oh, he whiffs.
But the back air this time isn't gonna hit. But however, he's a little bit too far out of range to get the kill.
Don's putting on an impressive showing here, bringing this comeback. Now that might be it. Forward throw. Nah, very close.
Just barely. Don opting to go low on his recovery. Smart stuff. It looked like Pelka was looking for a short hop fair. Just like there, once again, Pelka keeping him buried at the ledge. Oh, but the side B is going to take it, though, on the platform.
That was a big mood. That was a big mood side B.
Yes. You see a lot of people continuously forget that command grab can kill you up there. You need to respect that option. One of the funniest moments I've ever had in Smash was watching as Light rolled out of the way of Melvin as he went for the side B, who pre-mashed for the hit, and he kicked, and he just free fell. And Melvin was at, like, 5%. It was 4, losers finals, too.
Of course it was. It always is. It's always at UG, always losers finals. Get some stupid 5% kill or something, 0. Whatever.
Melvin just looked over at him like, really? It's like, you shouldn't have gone for that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Speaking of Diddy Kong, used to do that a lot. Where's TRL today?
Yeah, I think he's been on a hiatus. He's been kind of taking a break from the game, but he's definitely an innovator of Diddy tech.
Yeah, we'll be seeing the return of a lot of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of innovators, my eye game to watch the mic.
Yeah, this mic is in need.
It needs some TLC. Oh, trying to go for the early forward air to get that dunk.
Yeah, Don should know better, though. Like, most Diddy players aren't just going to fall for that. They're not going to hold to the edge, you know?
I mean, you know what? Don has gotten away with, for some reason today. Oh, great conversion off that fair into the F smash. And he had the air dodge read, but he didn't pull the trigger.
That looked like a true combo, too, to be quite honest. The forward air rising into the F smash. Never seen that before.
Me either. That's just like, it looked like there was no gap for Don to actually mash an air dodge in there. Both of them currently at right about the same percent. Pelka opting to go for banana so he can continue to get some stage control.
Yeah, this is where we want to see Diddy Kong take full advantage of Mario. You know, he's going to put him to the ledge. Mario's typically limited to jumping in or normal get-up. His roll's pretty poor, and he can't really jump and attack. He has very small hitboxes most of the time.
He's going to get the end. No, he's going to get the forward air just to rack on the damage. It looked like he was trying to call him out on the up smash.
If he's not passed around like 110, 120 as Mario against Diddy Kong, like if obviously Diddy Kong is at up smash percent, getting that banana confirm should be an F smash most of the time.
Oh, just stands there, waits for it. It's like, I know you're going to press that button. Come here, boy. Finally getting himself a lead so far in this set. Now Don, let's see if Don opts to go for a more patient style, kind of similar to what Pelka's been doing to him.
Yeah, this is, he knows, man. He knows one conversion from Diddy Kong could end it.
Ooh.
That was so good. He's dying off the top.
I think Pelka knew. That's why he didn't bother the air dodge there. He's like, all right, I am not going to get bounced. I'm too low percent. So I'm just going to hard punish you on your end leg.
Yep.
That's next level punishes when you're when you're intentionally taking a hit in order to seal out a kill.
Did you see that grab range by Diddy Kong? He didn't even roll in or anything. Don didn't roll in. He was just walking up, and Diddy just pulled him out of the air pretty much and down through him.
Diddy Kong is slowly but surely eventually aging to become Donkey Kong. This grab from the entire other side. Next iteration, he's going to have his own ding-dong. Who's going to come back?
In the next game, Bowser Jr. is coming back with no clown car and a bigger pivot grab than Bowser.
You know what? That almost excites me.
Yeah, clown car sucks.
Yeah, you're right. Right, Grammar's just like, hoo.
Yeah. Give me that pivot grab.
I told y'all he could be good. Tweak's gonna come back and just play Bowser Jr. Like, what you guys talk about? I never stopped playing it. Oh, he got the trade.
The jab at the ledge.
That managed to somehow work out for him. He was being a little bit too overzealous on the recovery. You see a lot of people. It's good to occasionally be aggro at the ledge.
It is, but
not when you're
against a character like Mario.
Yeah, those jabs will put you at disadvantage, and when you have a crap recovery such as Diddy Kong.
Yeah, he's probably switching to Cloud here.
Oh, agreed. Much like Lord Xavier, he's not one to normally switch off of a W, but he has such a great toolkit against characters.
No, he does, but he kind of like he can play a lot of characters. Not going to discredit him there, but sometimes he does do the wrong thing and he'll lose from counterpick.
Yeah. Opting to stay this time, he's like, you know what? I only lost that because I got a little bit too antsy at the ledge. I ended up taking a bad trade. But it was still very much an even game, so it's not out of range.
No, absolutely not. I would say that last game, Pelka put himself into bad situations most of the time over Don putting there himself.
Exactly. I like the fact that he's not letting that get to him. He's still turning it up and opting to go in on Don a lot here and getting a pretty decent lead so far.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on that F smash. Pretty unconventional punish, but it's going to work out in his favor.
Yeah, Don actually slowly starting to rack his way back into this lead, this game here with his damage. He doesn't. Oh, he still has a jump. Okay, I thought he clipped him with the fair.
I would like to. Oh, here we go, man. Ooh, barely.
Actually, I think that Pelka was purposely mashing the down air so he could get out of there. That up smash was almost amazing.
That would have killed him.
Yes, absolutely. It was like three-quarter charge. The sweet spot of forward smash, though.
The DI.
He went coast to coast, a little bit too far out of range, unfortunately, to get the kill.
Oh, Pelka with the aggressive get-up, monkey flip kick. Oh, no, that's going to take his jump.
He did. Yep, he got the jump. Blowing instead of...
That was ballsy.
Yeah, because he could have taken a bad trade if he decided to go for it and didn't have tech, but it doesn't matter. Don's going to get the answer.
Dead even.
Yep, and whoever loses this is going to go straight into loser's bracket. No, and that'll be a killer early on in the loser's bracket.
Not a true combo, but it's definitely a great mix-up by Diddy because you can reset so much damage.
It gets in your head, too, because when you get knocked back down, you're like, holy crap, I just got smashed back to the ground.
Yeah, you got down here and you just move so fast.
Great option coverage from Pelka there again. Often only go for the nair instead. I think he's trying to not stale the up air at this point. Nair. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's pretty typical of Diddy players.
Pelka opting to back off a little bit, just keeping Don from touching the ground.
Yeah, man, both these characters are so great anti-airing each other. This is the struggle with Mari. You can't contest those hitboxes, man.
Yeah,
Your best bet is really up smash.
Yeah, it's really frightening for Pelka, even in advantage, because he knows that one good conversion from Don can even this back up.
We saw him do the down throw dash attack with Mario. That is another option that covers that awkward percent range where you can't up tilt at 1%. Which is actually, again, the F smash.
He catches him again. He goes there for the flood, trying to continue to keep him off stage. Don slowly starting to bring this back.
Wow, that angle on the Peanut was wild.
That Cape's Peanut did a decent amount of damage, too.
It was like, boom.
It's like, I am allergic.
Oh, looks like Pelka picked it up there for a second. Oh, no. He's getting a bit risky.
Going to get called out.
No. Oh, my God, the down smash.
And Pelka opted to go with an aggressive option, throwing out the side B to keep himself safe. Don opting to back off, recognizing he's in a bad situation here.
I don't like that, man. I do not like that. That might have actually been a kill if he landed properly with the barrels.
Yeah, sitting at 113%. The next one definitely comes. He's going to get the down tilt. Unfortunately, on the missed space dash attack. And that's going to be it. Don's going to go down 2-1 with Pelka managing to catch the mistake that he threw out there.
A lot of the deaths that set, I should say, were on their own player's fault.
Yes.
Mostly.
Yeah, a lot of missed options, a lot of questionable ideas that they decided to go for.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be moving on to top 24 coming up next. And we got Mars versus Wave coming up next. I am going to tag out for at least 1 to 2 matches.
Yeah, you need a break, man.
I need to pee. So I'm going to call over Steelix or somebody. But
I think Glenn might be able to.
Yes, I'll call over.
Commentary? He's
I'm going to call over. I don't know if Tony's in.
Tony, maybe?
I'm going to. Actually, you know what? Just because it's Mars and Wave.
Boo.
Boo. Just because it's Mars, this might end in like 10 seconds, so I'm going to wait a second.
Hey, you want to slow down, bro? Hey, don't discount Wave. Let's go, Wave. Have you heard of it? The best player in New England?
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's actually number 1. You know what? I can't hold this anymore. So I'm going to swap out really quick, and I'm going to get somebody to come up here for a second.
Have fun.
Hop out for a second. Because I'm going to be right back. I just need to pee. Where's the bathroom?
Paris Ramirez. Lightoroni.
Walk out this door, walk that way.
Jonathan. Why? Why, bro?
Giggity.
Yes.
Giggity.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Giggity, giggity,
You know this guy? You know who this is?
Which one?
This guy in the blue.
What's your name? I know your team name. Sorry, what's your name?
My name's Light.
Light?
Light.
Light, okay.
Yeah. That's young Steve Jobs.
I heard his name is Tyler the Marvin Martian.
Wow. Wow. I heard his name was Choila. I don't know, though. I don't really know him that much.
Is he Choco?
Choco. Yo, Choco.
Is that Choco?
Yo, Choco.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Thanks for coming from Japan.
Choco. Yo, you're way better than Mars.
He finally looks.
Yo, it's actually my pinned tweet on Twitter. It's
Oh
Choco.
my God.
Pinned tweet on Twitter is Choco's better than Mars. Like,
Is that Nick Riddle? Bro, I'm so proud of Nick Riddle for coming out here, bro.
Yeah, Nick Riddle's my boy.
I saw some guy earlier who actually looked like him.
It's not that uncommon.
What? Yeah, I just work with Nick Riddle. You know, I see him at the gym. You know, I eat lunch with him every
I eat
day.
lunch with Nick Riddle. I sleep with Nick Riddle. I order McGriddles.
Oh yeah, I order
McGriddles with Nick Riddle.
The chat's probably popping off right now, getting angry.
Nick Riddle. Wave quit.
Yeah, he
Wait, so
resurrected Steve Jobs and put his brain in his body.
Young Steve Jobs. Wait, so
Yep.
did Wave? Was he in the death bracket?
Yeah, I guess so.
Full of how many people? Like 50? He already won the tournament. He won his own tournament today.
Last chance qualifier.
They gave him $100, right? That's what UG be giving.
Oh my God, bro. Come on, Matt. Come back, bro.
Yeah, that is such a present. Congratulations. You won the death bracket. Now you get to fight the first seed. Wow, thanks a lot.
I don't know about that. He's looking like he's like third best ZSS in the world.
Still first seed here. I'd say Nick Riddle. I think Nick Riddle's decently, like a good amount better than both of us.
Yeah, you know, I agree, bro. I mean, I just can't contest this Bowser.
I actually money matched Nick Riddle. He's actually pretty fun to play against.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah. His Bowser.
Yeah, and he's not bald, which makes him cooler.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Young Steve Jobs coming in. Young Steve Jobs.
Let's go, Naruto. I mean, Boruto.
Young Steve Jobs. Oh, I get it. Because Steve Jobs is Naruto and young Steve Jobs is Boruto.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's exactly what you meant. All right, well, that's the end of the set.
Did Mars just listen to Buzz again?
Shit.
Kind of looks like him, right?
Oh.
Wait.
Wait? No, he doesn't. No, he does not.
What do you mean, bro? He plays Rosalina.
My boy Wave is beautiful.
Well, are you insulting somebody, bro?
No. I'm just saying Wave is beautiful.
Come on, man. Don't hurt my feelings.
All right, well,
I'm a Buzz fanboy.
Changing the topic of the match. We got Mars versus Young Steve Jobs. Young Steve Jobs with the Orange Fox. He's going to catch up with the fair. This is actually a pretty intro. What?
Oh my God!
Oh, no!
Get out of there!
So I was actually,
Wave!
all right, wait. So I was gonna say this is a pretty interesting thing actually, because Wave plays Mars how I played Daryl. So like he might actually do good.
He could have a good chance.
He could probably beat Mars because he knows what Mars does.
Yeah, he could have a really good
Yeah, you know
chance.
what I mean?
Yeah, they're like best buds, aren't they?
I don't know that much. I just know they
They
chill
know each
a
other
lot.
really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like some connection through Rachel. But
Yeah.
up. Look, you see, he's not getting hit by like a lot of stuff. Like he's not too far out of it.
Nah,
he knew the up
he
to like
knows.
yeah.
He
I'm
knows
kind
the
of.
ZSS game.
That's a back air. Nice air dodge.
Yeah, air dodge on the back air. Yeah.
I like how he's taking his time with this though. He knows one opening is all he needs.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit unfair, though, because Mars doesn't really know this matchup, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he does. Wait. Oh. Getting caught by the jabs right there.
Oh, wait, this is Choco. Never mind. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's
right.
a great back air,
No wonder Wade just lost that stock. He's not used to playing Choco.
Nah, yeah, Japanese playstyles can throw anybody off.
All right, nice back air right there, making him test off the grab.
Wait, did you say nice back air?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I love that
I
shit.
get you. All right, well,
It's still down
yeah. It's so hard to convert small things off of ZSS, like when you play Fox, because she's so linear.
She's thin, too.
Yeah, it's really annoying for, I'm guessing, more characters than just Fox.
Yeah, like Luigi, for example. Yeah, the DI is way harder to catch.
It's so annoying, too, because, like, you can't tell if it's their slippery or if it's their character.
She's a damn noodle. With this
Like, she's
gun.
skinnier than her down smash.
Oh, man,
That's
this
a down
is
air.
bad.
I would have down aired so quick. All right, that was a weird
cool,
nair.
man. Yeah.
He's going to jump on the plat. Nope.
Down air him. Maybe not.
I don't know what Mark's going here. Looks like he's trying to style a bit here.
He's trying to light him up.
Bad dash attack.
This is not over for Wade, though. We could end this shit.
That was actually a nice attack. Never mind.
Wow. No, sorry. Wow.
Wow.
Where's Owen Wilson, bro? Wow.
You know who you're playing after this?
I have no idea. You want to play me?
In bracket? Sure.
Yeah, bro. Play me right now. Kick them off.
My stomach hurts. Can I finish commentating the set? What's this?
Oh, my God. Going to Battlefield.
I like the
this.
pick. It all depends on how much he can move. A lot of people say that ZSS is very oppressive on Battlefield over Town.
Not really.
I actually think it's not true.
Not true.
Like,
I
look at
think
these
she's better
up
on
airs.
Town.
He caught him with a melee combo. What the heck?
Where's the up throw, bro?
That's what he did. He did up throw up air.
Oh, he did. I missed
Yeah,
it. My
Mars
bad.
got hit by it.
My bad.
No.
Oh, there you go. He knows the DI, so.
Yeah, that was good DI. Oh, no.
He might have been able to kill him off that.
Yeah. That's a bad side.
Yeah,
He
not going to
didn't
get
do it in the
punished,
air.
though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both whipping everything.
What was that in there? What was that? Okay, that was good. He's going to let's jump again.
I hear Fox cry and scream like usual.
Yo, screw that up, be honestly. Nice bat. Wow, that was really good up and back there.
Yeah, we can SDI all the Bayo combos, but we can't SDI ZSS up there.
Yeah, man.
Just remember that.
You're a man who does not like Jank, but plays Luigi.
Hey, I like Jank, bro.
It's just when you're doing it.
I like Fair Footstool.
Oh, this is not it. That's it. I think that's it.
Well, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of depression now.
All right, well, I'm off it. Hold up. Okay, there you are. I was wondering where you are. What is that?
You can take my spot if you want.
Nah, I think I'm playing next,
You're
actually.
playing next, okay.
All right.
I can stay on until you get somebody.
I'm fired up off of decaf coffee and just losing a set.
Yes, and I am back from
So I got
a
the energy.
very, very, very needed run to a certain room.
I thought you were gonna give more detail.
No.
And I was like, oh jeez.
Hey, I'm a detailed kind of guy. We just saw.
Leave the adjectives to certain parts of commentating.
Yes. All right. Hey, there we go. You got to be Ajax temporarily, man. It's
That's
not a great.
good.
It's not a great honor or anything like that. It's pretty. It's pretty okay. But
Well, if you got to be me, you got to.
I was
you
Scott.
got to sleep.
At least I was buff for a second. Scott's a pretty healthy
True.
individual. Right now, up next, off of us for a second. I hope you guys are enjoying this stream and very much enjoying what's going on. We just saw a very exhilarating, hype, fast-paced match coming in from Mars over young Steve Jobs, a.k.a. Wave, a.k.a. Let's Go Wave, a.k.a. Dalton Hurley. So they have 10,000 names for this guy. Just stick with Wave.
It's just like me, dude.
Just stick with Wave. We have a UG Classic, CT Classic in itself. MVG's Light versus Nelvin. Actually, I should probably clarify to them to put MVG in front of that as well. But we're going to see yet another Fox coming up next versus Diddy Kong. What do you think overall about that matchup in terms of what Nelvin's going to have to do? Because honestly, in recent history, as we all know, not too good for Nelvin.
No, not too good at all. I mean, matchup-wise, if you were to put it into numbers, it's really not like any. I don't think it sways hard in either favor that much. Like there are serious anti-Diddy techs or like serious anti-Fox techs you can do with Diddy, but the neutral is really similar. You both have really overwhelming tools. Diddy's a little bit more overwhelming and like steamrolly, but he doesn't have the same combo power and like Vortex. Diddy, you got to win neutral a lot of times.
Yeah.
Fox, it's tough because Light has such a good neutral, and he doesn't have to win it as many times because he's Fox. But he
Exactly.
sacrifices it for some of the weaknesses that Fox has.
Exactly. One of the beneficial things to Diddy Kong players, as I was talking before, is that you usually are very good against people who are too aggressive. You capitalize on a lot of approaches because you have bananas and you have great usage such as down tilt and short hop fairs. But Light is just, he doesn't play defense. He plays relentless aggression that works into his defense. And it's so oppressive, it's hard to deal with. So I think Nelvin, even though he's really good at catching a defensive playstyle, has to be an aggro player in order to contest with Light in this set.
No doubt. And it's tough because you have to deal with like Light's X factor, the creativity that he deals with. So not only is the neutral constantly changing, it's no longer at all matchup based. It's very light based.
In terms of Fox meta development, Light is definitely one of the pioneers in terms of later development.
We have
and
it on
using
text from tweet we have a tweet from Larry Lur saying that he copies Light.
Yeah, he's stealing his
Straight
stuff. That's a great compliment in itself to him. And as we're seeing already, just kind of exploding in this percentage here over Nelvin. Nelvin hasn't been able to stop and find an answer for this so far. Catches the air dodge and catches him with the up smash, and that's not going to take the first stock though.
All right. So let's see if Nelvin can get some footing here. He's got the banana, but he hasn't done a single thing with it yet.
That's the single shot for okay. I was actually going to take that out, but the single shot laser is always like the most disrespectful thing, yet the coolest thing in the world. He just F throws and gets that one extra bit of percentage. Wow,
doesn't get the stage.
That's actually going to kill him. That's why I said wow. I was like, well, I don't know what he's doing.
Was he trying to wall fling maybe? I guess I wonder if you can. No, maybe not on the horizontal wall like that.
I don't know, cause like he looked up and he pointed at it. Maybe he was just like, I'm done. I'm just gonna wrap this up. I saw that there was a Bobby Flay and some Ben and Jerry's and some very fine women over by there, and I want to go over. Actually, no, I think Nelvin's taken, so I don't want to get him in any trouble. But I will gladly take the sacrifice in his place. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna go to FD. Very interesting at the fact that Light opts to give him FD because this is such a great stage for
so
Diddy
much
Kong.
more like what tools Diddy does have in this matchup, all optimized on this stage.
Yeah, this is the maximum potential you could get out of Diddy Kong here, where they're forced to have to do a banana. However, I think Light is so confident in his oppressive aggression that he just doesn't care. And he's actually going to get a custom fair footstool there and still get the kill.
To do whatever the hell he wants.
Basically, like the Nelvin has not been able to find an answer. He's going to get called out on his continuation there too with the up tilt.
Doesn't matter how many platforms you give him. This game is his playground.
All right. Finally getting some kind of answer there. Now, if he can keep his percentage low, not eat too much damage from Light, then he can definitely bring this back.
Oh, he was looking for the air dodge forward air. That drag down.
I like the fact that Nelvin decided not to blow the jump into the up B, just went straight for the up B so he can mess up Light's possible timing to get the edge guard there. Currently, though, gigantic kill to climb. Even the banana didn't come through on the throw down for the tilt.
Now, this is quarter, so this is still best of 3, right?
This is all still best of 3, yes.
All right. So
this is top 24 currently.
He's adapting pretty well, but it might be too little too late.
Well, you know what? He gets lucky there, and the reversal of the up B on that shine was able to get him back.
The scariest thing in the world is Light just watching you while you're in shield. We've seen how many clips? There's got double-digit clips of him just doing that.
Yeah, I don't mean to constantly compliment this man throughout the things that he does, but his reaction speed is actually unhuman.
Yeah.
Like it's Hazmat said it very well before. Great call out on that side B in the center stage. You're gonna get that back air. He referred to him as a Major League Baseball great batter. Damn. Because he will recognize any pitch you throw at him, anything. Like if he sees it coming out of your hands faster than most people, and that's what he gets out of his tech chase situations. He converts like that almost every time. It's unreal.
It's what you get for putting the hours in, and I don't know. I wonder how much of that is nature versus nurture. You know, like what has he learned and what is he born with?
Exactly.
To make myself feel better, I'll say it's nature. He was.
I'm
born
also
with
going to make you feel better by letting them know you are Steelix. And your Twitter is at Steelix_SSB. That is not Scott. Scott is currently going up to the stage, and he's going to be playing against Pelka. So I believe we're
Pelka, basically honorary Connecticut player at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. We steal a lot of people and bring them into CT.
Yeah.
They say it's any.
We're tiny enough that we can take what we could get.
I mean, we're tiny enough, but we got Mohegan Sun though. I'm just saying. I'm gonna just update Shock really quick. Hold on one second.
All right, sounds good.
Hey, Shock.
I can't not let my mans get the people to know who he is. Yo, we got a 2v2. Let's go. It's me and you. We got this.
Ooh.
They're going to play what? Luigi Diddy Kong? We got Ike and Robin.
Bro, Ike and Robin.
Easy mode.
Fuck. So good.
Oh, we kill him so early. What did they got? They got a Jigglypuff. Is that real? Please tell me that's a button check. Is this real?
It's got to be a button check, man.
What's happening?
I mean, it is the type of curveball I'd expect from Pelka, but yeah, button check.
Okay. All right. Or is it?
Wait, what? Hold up.
Is this real?
It might be.
This is real. This is happening.
All right, let's go.
Pelka is currently playing Jigglypuff, and Scott is.
Shoutouts to Lead.
You know what? The funny thing about this is he can lame out Scott to hell.
Oh, God,
and one of the best ways to get into Scott is to get him mentally distraught. But also, the way that Jigglypuff can approach this, all those 45-degree angles, can't get the grabs, can't get strong, long conversions. It prevents the cloud pick. I don't mean to praise the idea of picking Jigglypuff, but this isn't exactly the worst idea.
Yeah, I mean, they're going blow for blow right now.
All right, now this is where it starts to shine through, where he finally gets in and gets these conversions. I'm I'm still mind blown here. This down B might actually get the kill.
God. That would be so funny.
Pelka is just not doing anything special whatsoever. He's literally just standing still. I think Pelka's planning to play this out to the clock 100%.
This is an incredibly premeditated pick. This is not some kind of meme, in my opinion.
You know what? Scott has a really good record against Pelka recently. Like, very good. So I think you're correct. Like, he might have not pre-planned well enough because that side B is going to get clipped by the chop. All right, this is only 19%. Yeah. Luckily, he couldn't take too much else off of it. I don't think Scott was prepared with the proper combo to even do anything with that.
It's also, this is not a character you memorize combos against, so he could drop it, and he didn't want, like, the last thing you'd want is to go for something that's not true and get rested out of it.
Exactly.
One of the few things that'll beat Luigi Nair. Oh, my God.
We're sitting there talking about how he doesn't have lab combos, and he gets a fair into down B. Never mind. Scott saying, "Excuse me, sir, play me with some respect and pick your real character." And look at Pelka. I see Pelka rearing his head back there, kind of looking very lost, and he's gonna swap to the zero suit. Never mind, he's gonna. I think he's so mentally out of it because you get a lot of players who can't figure out how to beat somebody, right?
Yeah.
And then you start reaching and reaching and reaching when really the best answer could just be lab that your main character and figure it out. Pelka looking like he's already at a loss, though, with the way that his mentality is going so far.
Oh, yeah.
And see, this is exactly what he was trying to get with that Jigglypuff counter pick. Just avoid these juggles in this combo extension.
Ooh, that was pretty.
Scott just turning it up a notch, getting the
that
down B
solid
again.
Wow.
Scott, please calm down. Pelka paid venue to let this man play.
Gee whiz. Pre-patch all day, every day.
Oh, my God. Scott just, as we've seen when we're talking about the recent history, has been very bad. Scott just not phased whatsoever by literally anything Pelka's throwing at him. And now Scott playing a standstill. It's like, all right, cool. Now I have you in advantage. I have a very large lead.
Oh, yeah.
I never have to approach you.
He's playing advantage way, way better. Like, once he gets the in, he's pushing it so well. Like, I'd say that Pelka's neutral's been pretty solid. Like, he's really paying enough attention. He'll lose every now and again, but the thing is, he won't, Scott will extend way further. Pelka will not extend at all. He'll just take a couple of damage and then...
Yeah, you know, Sky has been just gambling on all the correct choices. Like, he's every single time Pelka's gone for some kind of option, look, he's just playing on the runaway, knowing that Pelka just doesn't have it in.
What better place to go for hard reads than Mohegan Sun?
Exactly. Put it all on the proper color, which is black. Watch, I'm going to put it on black later and lose. You're not supposed to jinx yourself like that, man. It's okay. We got food. I'll be happy. So, you know,
I like the aggressive options.
Yeah, Pelka's starting to slowly bring this back. He does have to throw up the banana, and he was able to get out of that.
Was a good move.
Pelka's looking like Pelka's starting to get a little bit more mentality here. Even he is at 91%, so he's still at a very large deficit.
Yeah.
But he's finally has Scott within kill range.
Problem is, it's best of 3. Might be too little.
Yeah, a little bit too late. He's opting to go with the side B into center stage 2. Luckily not eating
one extra
up
down
throw.
tilt. Not good. He could have had a follow-up off of that.
All right.
Just threatening. Threatening on the ledge. Oh, my God.
Scott able to get up and get out of there with his own down smash.
Yeah.
Very surprised that I was actually able to get that off before Pelka could throw out an option. But that's going to be it. A very convincing 2-0 coming in from Scott there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Pelka was smiling. He was prepared for it. You know, when you go in and you're like, today, I can tell there's some kind of mojo thing that's not quite right. And if I'm not on my A game, where when I'm on my A game, I'm having a hard time with Scott, I'm not going to do well. So it's easier to kind of like,
you have to
pick your battles, put your effort where you want to.
Yeah, sometimes when you're on the grind on the come up and you have somebody who is that wall block for you, like you said, sometimes it's worth it to not mentally drain yourself if you already know that you're mentally out of it. It's like, all right, I can't beat Scott. It's just not going to happen. Don't exert myself too much. Make a loser's run attempt. That's not the best way to think because usually you want to aim to get the W's, but sometimes you have to accept that the L is probably going to come.
Nah, man, we all got a fuel tank. That's a very important thing is paying attention. When do you want to exert all your energy? It's like, do you want to really put your all and then lose after putting your absolute all into something? Or do you want to I'm probably going to take the L. I'm going to... I don't know. I feel like when you're putting your best into something and you lose, it's so much more deflating. And I really do believe that, our adrenal glands, our adrenaline can't take too much. So if we're exhausting a resource every time we overclock ourselves.
Exactly. That nice reference to the overclock.
Hey.
It's just down to basic human principle, like you said. Like you sometimes the longevity of playing in a tournament doesn't last for everybody, and that's why some of the best players in the game are so good because they've conditioned themselves over years and years of training to get to that point, playing at the long run. Because eventually everybody gets exhausted.
Yeah.
And when you're in a situation like that where you have to accept that the L is probably going to come, kind of like in doubles, when I see people who are behind like 5 stocks to 1, right, or 4 stocks to 1, and you have 2 more matches to play. Why are you trying to make that comeback sometimes? It's like, unless you are 100% confident that you can win and not be exhausted mentally after, what's the point? Like, it's sometimes better to just take the L, wash your hands of it, it's okay, go into the next one with a clear head.
It's so much easier to take dubs not that seriously, though.
That's true. When in dubs, you have somebody to keep you composed and your partner who can let you recollect yourself.
Yeah, and also results like, I don't know, even though we're playing on a level, a lot of us, that this doesn't matter. But, like, when there isn't a dubs PGR, there isn't a dubs PR in most places. Like,
exactly.
It's really
like
hey, this is fun. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
There can be a lot of pride, for sure, particularly at the high level.
Yes.
But I think it's so much easier to just kind of pick your battles wisely than when you're solo warrior in winner's bracket and you're like, I'm going to take down, I'm going to tack on Titan this Goliath in on the PGR. Or on the, and then you're just so disheartened afterwards.
Speaking of some Titans,
kick to the curb.
We have a relatively common matchup once again with Tony Pajamas coming in versus Glare. Now Tony usually gets the lead, and then Sanai recently picked up Sanai Village's Glare, ends up taking it out. Let's see if Tony can figure out something to take it over, because usually after he gets that lead, Glare figures out something and then just picks it up, and he's going to get the reversal edge guard there. Fortunately for Tony, he's in a bad position and could possibly get spiked here, but he's going to avoid the spike hitbox.
Oh, man. A little bit mistimed by Glare. I'm interested. Tony hasn't gone to UG in a while, so he doesn't have a lot of recent matchup experience. But, you know, I play against him every week. He is just so smart compared to...
both of these players, very calculated players. They're very good at recognizing your bad situations and conditioning you into such, which is what makes the next level reads coming in from these players that much stronger. But Tony doing a good job, starting to slowly rack it up. Unfortunately, not getting the read with that side B there to possibly end up with a good amount of damage on Glare.
He's got good DI on this, too. Also, Ness, a character that I feel like SDI and DI are just a little bit more powerful. He's got the air mobility. He's floaty. And he's not too light. So he can kind of just, like, figure his way out of Bayonetta ladder combos a little bit easier. Although I might be speaking too soon.
Yeah, almost getting him there, but like you said, I think the floatiness pushed him just far enough out.
Up top. Whereas almost, like, with every other character I play, I try to go down low.
Exactly. Most characters would have been dead by that point, but he's going to finally get him on the... he keeps going for a lot of nairs out of shield, and Glare saving it in his back pocket for a situation to get the kill. So he's able to pull out that witch time.
He's been doing a lot of hitboxes.
But you know what? One of the things that Tony has, as I mentioned earlier in the matchup with Soma and Cafe, Ness has the option of back throw. Where one of the best ways to beat Bayonetta is to get those grabs. If a good Bayo is smart, they'll constantly be on the move. But that back throw's still going to get caught anyways, though.
That was so smart.
Okay, jab one to force a defensive option so he can wait and get him. And it didn't matter where he went to. If he got the grab, he was going to die.
How many layers of reads are you on right now, bro?
Unfortunately, couldn't get the continuation off of that fair.
All right.
And that's just a smart kid. He's definitely somebody who sits at, at the library at least, right? Maybe even has enough. Possibly. Glare.
He's a Kindle kid. Like real OG first-gen Kindle.
So does he own a Zune too?
No one's uttered Zune, the word, in 1,000 years.
I don't know. It was on Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That's not a spoiler. It's just a Zune. So we got both players here starting to rack up a lot of percent. Now Tony's going to get put into a bad spot, though, and luckily did not get hit again by the spike hitbox.
Glare. I don't know what's up. Usually he doesn't drop those.
Oh,
good.
I think
the balloon.
I was going to say the banana definitely. I'm sorry, not the banana. Balloon came through and messed up the hitboxes for him and allowed Tony to get out.
He didn't jab one thing right back to him. The back air, yeah, it's going to seal it.
That was, of all options, not what I saw coming. I figured that maybe he was going to wait out the air dodge to go for an up air or something. And I think Tony might have not been prepared as well. And his DI was definitely a little bit more attuned to try and survive an up air.
Yeah, I don't think he when you play a PK boy, you think you could fade away from anything.
Yeah.
So you're not expecting those long gams from Bayonetta to reach all the way across and catch you when you're fading back.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think he wasn't prepared for it. He thought he was going to get away.
It was at the very tail end of the heels, too.
Yeah,
like right
that was
at
like
the
borderline
spike.
sour spot.
That's the difference between her wearing the 5-inch or 6-inch stiletto. She had
true,
the right ones on that
It's
time.
the skin, dude. It makes a difference. This is... Okay, he's back on stage.
All right, finally able to get back on there, but Glare just keeping the pressure going. This is what happens usually. Now Glare actually getting the first W. I love that down tilt. I'm sorry. It is
so
the weirdest thing. The tiny toes, and he gets so much off of it. All right, Glare catching him on the jump once again, but
he's still going for the final hit of it off the top. He hasn't gotten it once. Tony's really shown that he won't die to it, so
I think
when he's going to adjust.
I think he's going to wait towards the end, allow Tony to constantly feel like he can get out, so he can pull the trigger on the sealed out kill. Gets the one shot fair, and this time he is going to convert and get the up air off the top.
That's going to be that. One thing I will say, Tony and I are learning this today. We both use Pro controllers. In this venue, there's enough wireless stuff going off that we're dropping frames like every 15 frames or so.
And that's why we go with wired, boys.
Yep. I'm switching to GameCube after this tournament. That was not good. But, you know, we're getting by. Like, you can see Tony's got good play.
That was actually happening to Pelka as well. His buttons weren't working properly.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention that to him after. But
that's our problem. We got to go wired.
That's why everybody should get a fight stick when they go into game. Shout out to Kwamba. So, it's giving random plugs. Back throw is going to come in, and that's going to take that stock out. Tony only taking 57%. However, we've seen a lot of early kills from lower percents from Glare. However, the pivot throw into a couple hits. It looked like he was actually pre-anticipating that bats within to get a regrab, but just didn't. Just slightly
well,
misspaced.
I think he was anticipating what the air dodge would have been, but because of bats within, I think he had a little bit more mobility.
Oh my God, he had.
All right, that's going to be that.
He had time for days to be able to get that full charged F smash, take that out. Tony very much rearing his eyes back a little bit. It's like, I just so.
Yeah.
It's hard because when you run into somebody who you're constantly losing against, who you know that you get very close against, it's frustrating. You want to find a way to win, but
especially on the stage.
You have to be able to keep your composure. Like you have to be able to stay focused regardless of those situations. Slowly grind, start to deal with the downloads. However, dying the witch time, no matter what, is going to frustrate a lot of people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But very solid stuff. We're going to be seeing
Nibby.
Oh, Nibby Nub. Okay, so you guys get to see a alternative character for a change. You're going to see a Wii Fit trainer.
Matched with him on For Glory this month, out of nowhere. And by the way, nicest guy.
Yes.
I've said it on stream now like 3 times.
Yes. I got to give some praise as well to the fact that he has lost so much weight.
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
Oh, when I first
never met him
him
with any amount of weight.
He was a healthy boy before.
Burly boys.
Yes, he was a burly boy with the beard, so he had that husky look going.
Let's go.
But now, straight dedication to his craft, to his health, and to his gameplay.
Handsome Daddy PR, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he was up there. Very much well-deserved. Like I said, the dedication he puts into his health is the same dedication he puts into his craft with this character. Not somebody you see often, only pretty much John numbers with great long-term success with the character.
And I mean, he's definitely no person to slouch over. No person to scoff at. He's got some solid skill.
No, absolutely not. And we're going to see the return of Nelvin back onto the screen as well. Somebody who has little to probably no experience against Wii Fit Trainer.
I haven't seen him go to New York or anything like that, so...
Yeah, one of the few places in the world we're blessed to be able to get some practice against that of John numbers. But Nibby Nub, very different play style. A little bit more stay at the ledge and frustrate you, whereas John will occasionally go in.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a real testament of patience between both players here.
Particularly in this matchup, Wii Fit can't really go on the offensive at all. She doesn't have the tools to go on the offensive against Diddy.
I like the attempted call out for the air dodge to get that down smash there, but unfortunately not going to get it.
That was an auto-cancel window.
I like that Nelvin is just playing just cool, small, smart, and slow at the ledge because...
Oh my god.
Never mind, he's just a bunch of back airs.
Right as you say that, he goes like 6, 7, 8.
As Actual Garbage has now dubbed my new show, Wrong Again, Ajax.
So it's weird. You see Nelvin winning neutral, but...
And yet...
You know, Nibby is like neck and neck the entire time. Like, I looked down, I was like, oh, he's got to be like a 60, 70% lead. Oh, no, it's even.
Yep. Oh. Wii Fit Trainer is one of the few characters in this game where you think Wii Fit's at disadvantage, she's actually an advantage, and you have no idea where most of your health came from.
Yeah.
Like, how did I even get to 106%?
Soft hit of Nair does like 15 or something.
Which can be converted into another Nair into side B. It's like...
They're small combos, but they're potent.
But the good frame data of Diddy Kong's back air was going to keep him safe, and he gets that back air finally. And now Nibby has to force to come in. He can't just show up on the ledge anymore because Nelvin can just camp him out if he chooses to.
But if there's one thing Nelvin's good at that I've noticed, he's really good to holding on to that stock. He doesn't like put himself in any precarious situations. I've heard several players complaining about this too.
Yep.
Like, I can go toe-to-toe with him in neutral. I can get him up to that percent, and we'll be even until then. But he will take the stock, and I won't be able to do anything because he's just so smart about it.
Yeah, he's very slippery in that regard. He's very good at he'll rack up the damage, and then you could just never get the kill. Even if you get into 100, it's so hard to get. Trying to go for a spike there, catch Nibby sleeping.
That was frames away.
Yes. Looks like Nibby's trying to go with a little bit more passive play still, just opting to run the clock. It's, he has plenty of time.
Oh, the fast walk. Up throw, not quite enough.
Yeah, even with Town and City, it wasn't enough just yet. Now he has a deep breathing, though, so the next one will definitely kill. Nibby opting to go for ball cancels, but not even carrying. But he's going to get just obliterated by Sun Salutation. All right, so now Nibby definitely has the ability to slowly chip this back.
That's a bad situation. Oh, wait, no,
he still had his jump.
Oh,
he gets hit by the down smash again.
Yes. Sniping him over and over.
I can throw out the side B, but that down tilt into out smash is not going to actually take it.
FD girls, let's go.
Oh, never mind. Nelvin recognized
not hefty
it.
enough.
He's like, I think Nibby was a
Healthy,
little bit too
not
afraid.
hefty.
Yes. Nibby was a little bit too afraid to do something again on the ledge because he was catching him with a lot of down smashes. And he finally conditioned him to go for that the air dodge. And even if he guessed wrong, it's okay. He only had 21%. Nothing's going to happen to you from that position. So, Nelvin taking that first game after the first stock, relatively convincing. It was looking okay for Nibby, whether it was still stock to stock. But as you talked about before.
Yeah, there are just certain points that Nelvin excels at. Like,
when he has a stock lead and is on the run, you do not catch that man.
you really don't. And he will continue, like, even when he's, putting on some level of aggression, it's always safe.
As you're seeing even right here, like he's opting to stay in Nibby's face, rightfully so, to prevent him from getting the ability to camp. He's just going in, but once he gets that stock lead, he's going to have to back off. Gets the short hit of Nair into the down air and actually get a
MVD.
We're sitting there talking about how passive he plays. He's turning it up, looking like MVD right now, trying to get himself his own compilation. This is a very, very big hill to climb for Nibby right here. Last thing you want to have to do with Wii Fit Trainer is have to go in consistently, and that's the only thing he can do right now.
I don't know, man. Wii Fit Trainer, those mains are all some degree of masochists. They are totally down for disadvantage.
I don't think I've
clawing
agreed
their way back up.
I don't think I've agreed more with the statement so far today than what you just said. I guess a double down tilt into the grab, get a rack on some more damage, straight to 70%. Nibby just
he was doing good for a while, but Nelvin really put on 40% quick.
Yes.
All right.
Diddy Kong, one of a few characters who pretty much has like kind of not true, but relatively true bread and butters in this game.
Yeah.
He's so good at just racking on that damage. I opted to go for a side B in center stage. That was pretty interesting. I think he was probably trying to slow walk into a sun salutation.
He's going for F tilt now because that'll kill near the edge. That has a great trajectory. Oh, wow. What a mix-up.
That was actually a really good bait coming in from Nibby there. Make it look like it was a disadvantage with the heavy breathing.
Oh, yeah. You can cancel that immediately.
All right, but once again, now that Nelvin has no percent to worry about, he's just opting to stay in Nibby's face, refusing to let him get anything started on the ledge.
I mean, I've commentated a handful of number sets at UG for Invasion. And I've seen this situation time and time again, and it's definitely not impossible. I always think that it's a terrible situation for Wii Fit, but Wii Fit, no matter who the opponent is, could possibly make it work.
I mean, Nibby's playing it the right way. He's not overcommitting.
Yeah,
he's not
and Nelvin started trying the steamrolling method. I wonder if he's a little frustrated now.
I think he just wants to end this before Nibby gets what you were talking about. Like he has the deep breathing. He still has the ability to get an early kill.
Whoop.
Oh,
Good DI.
Forwarder's not going to take it just yet. Now Nibby's certainly sitting at 125%. Oh, this is going to be a hard punish though, but only taking the down smash.
Because I know when you connect multiple hits of that up B, it does a lot of damage. That would kind of end it quick. All right.
Yep, finally getting the up smash that he needed to get rid of that.
Impressive performance near the end of that, though. I liked what I saw.
Yeah, that Nelvin in that second game there took the script, completely ripped it up, and turned it up. He decided, like, you know what you thought I was doing before, just kind of harassing you at the ledge, decided to really just pick up really big time.
We're going to move ourselves into the top 8 of GamerCon 2018.
So I